Hi, I'm Andy Aledort, and in today's lesson I'm going to teach you how to play the classic rock song Neil Young's Cinnamon Girl. Cinnamon Girl is played in an unusual tuning. It's called double dropped D. Double drop D is where you tune both E strings, the 6th string and the 1st string, down a whole step to D. So the tuning across all the strings, going from 6th to 1st string, would be D, A, D, G, B, and D. Cinnamon Girl features two distinct electric guitar parts. They may both be played by Neil, but perhaps not, because the song was recorded with the band Crazy Horse. And Crazy Horse had two different other guitar players, depending on when it was. Danny Whitten originally, and Nils Lofgren after that. So it could be one of those guys, or both parts could be played by Neil. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you first the most straightforward way to play the song. There are lots of little intricate picking things when you listen to the record, and distinct differences between those two guitar parts, and the way the two parts weave together is what makes it sound so cool. But if you watch Neil Young play the song, he plays it in a much more straightforward manner. So I'm going to show you how to play it like that first, because it's quickest and most useful way to play the song. And then we'll take a look at all those little variations that you can do, little ways to arpeggiate the chords or add little riffs to embellish the song a little more. So let's start with the Cinnamon Girl intro. 1, 2, 3, and... All right, so what Neil does is he goes from C to D, but the way he plays it is without a root note on the A string. It's like your typical 5th string root bar chords that go from C to D. And then the other thing is, with the drop D tuning on top, you could actually lay across all the strings and get your major chord like that. Normally the note would be back here on a D chord, it would be like that. But with the drop tuning, that's not the right note. So the main guitar, and if you watch videos of Neil, you see him just go. So you can bar across the D, G, and B strings, or if you want, get all 4 top strings. Either is fine. Then you're going to switch to a C chord. So that's 3rd fret of the A, 2nd fret of the D, open G, 1st fret of the B. And we're going to walk down the A string. But after hitting the full chord. So you can see I'm hitting more than just the A string. I'm at least hitting the A and the D, if not the G string as well. Then we're going to land index finger across the bottom 3 strings at the 3rd fret. Because in drop D tuning with the low D on the bottom, what would normally be an F5 chord fretted like that, that F note now is up at the 3rd fret because we tune the string down. You have to go higher to get the same note. And it facilitates power chords on the bottom 3 strings. You could just lay across a fret on those 3 strings and get power chords. So one more time. Or switching to the index finger, which sets up the move index to ring on the 5th fret, F5 to G5. And that repeats. But then you just hang on the F, you don't play the G again. That's played twice.